Today I'm going to show you how to crochet a large 6-petal flower. In this project here, I used a 1.5mm hook and crochet thread, cotton thread of size 10. And it is a different feel crocheting with thread than with yarn. So if you never crocheted with thread before, I recommend that you watch my video on the descriptions below and try to do that project first. It helps you to transition from thick yarn to thin thread like this in an easy way, I hope. So if this video was helpful and you enjoyed making this flower, please show me a picture of what you made. Join my group on Facebook. It's called Crochet and Beyond with Angela Esau. I would love to have you there. Also, please subscribe to this channel. I'm so glad you stopped by today, and I hope that this project will be amazing and that you have a great experience. With a 1.5mm hook and cotton thread of size 10, go ahead and chain 2. If you're not quite sure how to initialize a foundation chain, go ahead and watch my video on the descriptions below. That's where I show you really quick how to do a foundation chain, and also show you how I do my knot there. If you do a knot in a different way, that's fine, as long as you come up with 2 single crochets right now, 2 foundation chains right now, that's all we need. Alright, so here is my knot, and that gave me my first chain. I need 2. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be building our first round upon this very first chain right here. Could also be called the second chain from the hook. This is the first one, this is the second. This just happens to be the first one here on this foundation chain. Okay, so you're going to be doing 12 double crochets in that one first chain. And you might be asking, seriously, 12, does it fit? Yes, it does. You're going to see how much that tiny spot actually stretches so that all the double crochets will fit. So that was 1 double crochet. There is number 2, number 3. And by now you will notice that the knot here that was formed in the beginning and the string can be a little bit of a bother. So I like to just tuck them in towards the back of the flower, towards the right side, so that when I do my next double crochet, I double crochet it into the ring, into the hole right there. Kind of like tug it along, you know. So that kind of directs this string here to the right direction, and it stops annoying you. Or it could, like, if you don't do that, it could just kind of like make the knot look really funny later. So you don't want that. So these were 4 double crochets. Now we got 5, 6, 7, 8, and as you can tell, exactly what I said happened, right? You know, that very first chain stretches itself quite a bit, and everything really fits neatly. So you have 7 double crochets, a couple more to go, and you still have room. 8, 9, and if you want to just slide all the double crochets a little bit towards the right. 10, 11, and 12. Very good. So round 1 is done. 12 double crochets into the ring, and what you have to do right now, you need to join this with the very first double crochet. That very first double crochet is right here. Okay, so it's not that stuff in the bottom there, it's this one right there. So go ahead and slip stitch. Simply insert the hook right there, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through that last loop right away. That's your slip stitch. See, it makes it form like a perfect circle. 12 double crochets, 12 stitches all around. Very nice. So what we're going to do now is the second row, and we need to increase the number of double crochets around this row. So basically what you're going to be doing here will be 2 double crochets on each stitch that was formed by the previous double crochet. Okay, so for you to get started here though, you just need to pay attention here so that you don't get confused who the first double crochet is. All right, so your next round starts with 1, 2, 3 chains. Now this chain 3 here will be considered your first double crochet. It's tall like a double crochet, doesn't exactly look like one, but it will be considered as a double crochet. Now you will do another double crochet right there, kind of glued onto it. Okay, there we go. So those are your first 2 double crochets. From now on, you will clearly see each stitch, front loop, back loop. That's where I want you to insert the hook, and you will be doing 2 double crochets on each stitch. Okay, so you go ahead all around. By the end of the row, I'm going to meet with you there. So you work on yours, I work on mine, and see you in a little while. All right, so there we go. So this was the second to last. And oh my, one more. And there is one more stitch to be finished. And we are at the beginning of the row again. So you should have 24 double crochets. So for you to make sure, do a count, okay? And remember that first one, yeah, that chain 3 is your first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, right on. So it's kind of obvious, yeah, that you would have 24 because since we had 12 before, we do 2 double crochets on each one of them. That doubles it up. But just to be absolutely sure that you didn't miss a stitch, it's good to do a count at the end of the row. Now we're going to join this to the top of that first chain 3 that we did right here, okay? So it's right there. It's kind of like 1, 2, that was 1, 2, 3, the 3 chains. So just pick the one right after, right there, oh boy, and then slip stitch, and there we go. You join the round. Beautiful. So this was round 2. Now moving on to round 3. Now we are going to be building the base for the petals. And with that, you will be chaining 5s quite a bit, and you will be creating chain 5 spaces. All right, so let's get started with the first chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next 3 stitches. Now this is not the one you're skipping since this is the one where your chain 5 came from. You're skipping here, 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 and then you're inserting there. Okay, is that clear? Let's do that one more time. Not here, all right? So we are skipping here, which is 1, 2, 3, and then insert on the next one and do a single crochet. Chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next 3. 1, 2, 3, and insert in the next one and do a single crochet. Do that all around. So what you're creating here will be 6 chain 5 spaces. You already got 2. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and go to the next one. So you have 3 more to go. I will speed mine up a little bit. You go ahead and take the time you need to insert the hook in the correct space. Okay? 1. All right, so this was my last chain 5. So here we have 1, 2, and yeah, so the number 3 kind of like collides exactly with the first 3. So it doesn't really matter if it's a little less than it was over here, okay? So just go ahead and right there where your chain 3 started, insert, slip stitch, and you should be good to go. So if you noticed around, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain 5 spaces. Now it's upon this chain 5 spaces that you will be building your petals. All right, so that takes us to round 4. Okay, so the round 4 here, you will be working a certain pattern that is visible on the screen for you right now to form the petal. Each petal you create by doing 1 single crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 4 treble crochets, 1 double crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same space. It's all on the screen for you, so I'm gonna go the first and the second petal. I'll do it somewhat slowly so you can follow, and then the next 4 petals I allow you to continue it at your own speed. There we go. That's the chain 1 space, so insert right into it, okay? 1 single crochet, chain, 1 double crochet, 4 treble crochets. That's 1. If you're not quite sure how to do your treble crochet, go ahead and watch my video that I have a quick tutorial. If you need a refresher on, oh my gosh, how do you do a treble crochet again? Go ahead and watch that one. It shows you really quick how to do one. And you might want to maybe practice it on thick yarn first, and then you might move along with a project in thread here as well. Okay, I did my 4 treble crochets. I will do 1 double crochet right now. I will chain 1 and do 1 single crochet. There we go, first petal completed. Same thing on the next chain 5 space. Chain 1, pardon me, single crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 4 treble crochets. One double crochet, chain 1 and 1 single crochet. All right, this was petal 2 finished. So this idea repeats itself all around until we have 6 petals. So I will pass forward and I meet you at the end of the round. All right, so here we go. I'm doing my last single crochet on my last petal. There we go. See, 6 petals completed. There we go. And now to finish this one here, we will join with the bottom here of the first petal you did. Anywhere you see a nice opening, go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Okay, snip about 4 inches or so. And then right here, just pay attention to this. When you pull the yarn through, bring the yarn to the front first, and then bring the yarn through the front here, not through the back. That kind of helps for the string to be directed towards the back of the flower and makes it a little easier to hide the ends and make sure that this gap here between the last flower and the first flower is not too obvious. Okay, then we simply weave in the ends, take a tapestry needle, which is kind of like a nice thick needle with a dual end and a nice big eye, and then go ahead and find the bottom of the petal and simply bring that string through it without pulling it too much, just nice and loose. Okay, now the other one here as well, just a few more, and that should be enough. Go ahead and snip. And do the same thing with the center string, or not, it depends, you know, if you're sewing this flower onto something, you might want to keep this one here. You might want to start the flower with a longer string, or, you know, finish it up with leaving a longer string so that you can use this at these ends here to maybe sew this on into some project that you're working at. But if you're gluing it on, then you definitely don't need the string. So here again, I try to find the base, and these are a little hard to find. They're a little tight. So there's one. There is a couple more. Not too many. There we go. Just one time around the circle and you should be fine. Okay, perfect. All right, there we go. This is your large 6-petal flower made in cotton thread, size 10. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you try to do this, I would definitely like to see your outcome. Please subscribe to this channel, and so you can just follow me on the other projects I do, and I would like to teach them as well. So follow me on Instagram as well. Go ahead and check out our Facebook group, Angela Isa and Beyond. Angela Isa and Beyond. I'm sorry, Crochet with Angela Isa and Beyond. Join us there, and if you'd like to show a picture of your projects, we would be delighted to see that. Thank you so much, and until next time, take care.